Hey, gang. Hopefully, you can hear me. I'm trying out a new setup this week with a better microphone. So, hopefully, it's all going to work. I sort of never know if it's going to work or not because, well, that's the way technology is right now. It's sort of random for me where things work or don't work. We've been through multiple computer failures and other stuff this last few months. So, who knows? So, here we are. So today at Michigan Magic and Machine, that was pretty fun. We had a good weekend. They raised a bunch of money for charity. And they have a group now that's like follow-up discussions, so you should check them out. I said last week that I was going to talk this week about like life things we do on a daily basis as pagans, as opposed to, things that other people do. So I brought a stack of books because, I have shelves and shelves and shelves full of books. I might as well use them for something. It's funny how after a certain point, the books don't actually matter anymore. And I don't know when we got to that point here, but hundreds of books later. I was telling somebody today I haven't bought too many books in the last few years. And maybe I should start again because my library is getting sort of out of date on one hand. On the other hand, a lot of what I have is really classic good stuff. So it's hard to say. So, we have books about pagan prayer. Like, I know people are like, pagans don't pray, but that's bullshit, right? So this one is one of my favorites, a pagan ritual prayer book by Suisar, whose name I always forget. I'm sure I'm pronouncing wrong. Suisar Sereth. This was first published in 2011, and it has stuff about prayer, stuff about how to build rituals for your household, and callings and praises and thanksgivings and consecrations, blessings, different prayers at different times of the day and times of the month and times of the year, and how to make requests and petitions and offerings. So, this has a bunch of good stuff in it. His other book, one of his other books, is called A Book of Pagan Prayer. As you can see, my copy is bookmarked up the wazoo. Because there was so much good stuff in here that I felt like I needed to mark all of it. There's herbs stuck in my book too. So this has prayers for times of day, times of the year, for different things you might need, how to do openings of prayer. For a long time I used this as part of a like nearly daily prayer setup where I prayed, went to my altar and did altar stuff. And I had marked all the ones that I really liked. My guess is that these are probably out of print. They're getting kind of old. They're as old as my kids. Holy cow. Let's see what else. I went through a pagan prayer rut. I don't know what else to call them for a while. I get into these like moods where I'm desperately researching a thing, and I get a bunch of books about it. And so then I have a whole bunch of books on one subject. I get everything that I can find. I read them all. I take what I need from it, and I move on. That's how I have all these books. Book of Hours, Prayers to the God. This is really specifically to the God. There are no goddess prayers in here. Weekly, seasonal, moon, sun, and some other rhythms of our lives. So yeah, anybody who tells you that pagans don't pray isn't really thinking this through very well. What else? The Wiccan Prayer Book. I did not like this one all that much, but it has a bunch of different types of prayers to different gods and goddesses, and there it is. What else? Sorry, I'm going out of order because I didn't organize this book stack very well. Dewdrops in the Moonlight, a book of pagan prayer. This is another one that just has chapters of different types of prayers. It does have a list of all sorts of different deities from different places. Invocations, blessings, healing, life events, seasonal prayers, rituals, magic, group work, daily prayers. This is by Shandaraman, and I have some other stuff of his. Some of it I really like, some of it I don't. So this one you're just going to have to take a look and decide for yourself. Pagan Everyday. I keep forgetting I have to move towards the opposite of the way the picture looks. This is like a year-long book, and each day has a devotional. Like, I don't know what else to call it. So like today's for July 26th is about Saint Anne. And we talk about Saint Anne, who is based on a pagan goddess, I guess. Like July 27th is Hatshepsut. June 21st was the summer solstice. April 8th was Hana Matsuri, a flower festival in Japan. November 18th is about the first printed book in English. November 17th is about drumming. So it's a whole sort of list of things. This was good to work through one year, where you could just like stop each day and read the devotional and think about what you had read. For those of you who are talking about homeschooling this year and you're thinking about doing what homeschoolers call a morning work box or basket, this might not be a bad choice for older kids to get that same sort of devotional reading that many Christians do in their work boxes. A daily book of pagan prayer. This one is interesting. So it has 35 meditations. It's got 5 weeks, one for each day of the week. It has a daily invocation, and then like so for the first Monday, the candle is silver, the element is air, the guide is Diana the moon. Today is the day to think about the thoughts, ideas, and actions that contribute to my inner peace. Today I shall banish all thoughts or actions that create disharmony. Today I radiate peace. Tonight I will rest knowing my mind and spirit are peaceful. Today is a Sunday, and it is the 4th Sunday. So, candle, gold, element, fire, guide, sun. Today is a day to remember that wealth comes in many forms. Today I will bring into my life the unseen wealth of love, friendship, and peace. Tonight I will rest knowing that much of my wealth and prosperity cannot be seen by others. It is the wealth of loving and being loved, of being at peace with myself and sharing that peace with others. And so it just rotates through these 35 sort of prayer setups. Obviously they're very short, which was a nice thing when I was working through this one. That might not be a bad one to go back to, honestly. Goddess Bless. Divine Affirmations, Prayers, and Blessings. This one just has a bunch of different types of prayers and blessings about different situations. And it's pretty goddess based. daily living, love, creativity, good health and vitality, abundance and goals, peace and harmony, greater spiritual awareness. And then the last one on that prayer list is Be Blessed, daily devotions for busy Wiccans and pagans. This talks about ritual bathing and getting up in the morning and things about life and mindfulness and how to pray and so on and so forth. I wasn't really super geeked about this one either, but you know, it is what it is. So the next time somebody tells you that pagans and Wiccans don't pray, you can point to this whole stack of books. I'm sure there are more of them on Amazon by now. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 books, all about pagan prayers. The other 2 books I want to talk about today are about like other magical daily things. So like we have The Magical Household. This is Scott Cunningham and David Harrington. This is how old is this book? See, this is how you know I'm old. This is from 1998. So one of the things Scott Cunningham was really good at was breaking us all down into how to make it like work nicely together and how to just be pagan. So this book talks about house lore, the hearth, thresholds, furnishings, dreamings, stoves, bathing, gardens, feathers, fur, fins, the garage, protection, cleaning, purification, moving, years, spells, omens, portents, household altar. So basically this is how to set everything up, right? And what sorts of things you can do through the year. It's simple. It has some nice illustrations. It's very straightforward. Nice to just sit and read it. And then lastly, To Walk a Pagan Path. I bought this a couple of years ago to read on a trip. I don't even remember where I went, just that I read it on the plane. Originally published in 2013, but this one was printed in 2016. This has a lot of things about like daily life and how to make your life like the cover is practical spirituality for every day, and it's sort of good at that stuff. I kind of liked this one, so if you're looking for that sort of thing, it's a good thing. It might be a good one for you. He talks about ways to build new habits, sacred calendar, daily devotions, familiar spirits, leaf and fruit, bark and branch, birds and bees, making foods, pagan crafts, and then Yule. So there's a lot of stuff here about just how to live a pagan life. So that's my list for tonight. That's my, hey, you should go do some stuff. If you're looking for something to bring into your life more as a lifestyle sort of thing, there's plenty of good suggestions there on how to build daily habits, what kinds of daily habits and weekly habits and those sorts of things. I don't yet know what we're going to talk about next week, but I'm sure it'll be something interesting. So comment, whatever. Check out paganparenting.info. We're adding new stuff. We have a new writer starting this week who's adding some reviews and possibly some more other stuff. So that'll be cool. Her name's Fiona. Her first post is going up Tuesday. And with that is all for tonight. I'm going to go work on getting my kids back in bed since they've already escaped once. Have a great week, everybody.